Welcome to PyUncut, where we break down the biggest technology shifts shaping the future. Today's story is not just another leak. It is a glimpse into what could be the next major battle in computing. NVIDIA, the company that already dominates AI chips and GPUs, is now stepping deeper into the PC world. And the latest leak gives us our clearest look yet. A newly surfaced engineering motherboard powered by NVIDIA's upcoming N1 chip has been spotted, and the headline feature is staggering. This compact board is equipped with 128 gigabytes of LPDDR5X memory. That is not a typo, 128 gigabytes in a laptop-class system. Let's unpack why this matters, what it tells us about NVIDIA's strategy, and how it could reshape the future of personal computing. First, let's understand what we are looking at. This is not a finished product. It is an engineering sample, essentially a prototype motherboard that manufacturers use to test new chips before mass production. But even in this early stage, it reveals key design decisions. At the center of this board is NVIDIA's N1 System-on-Chip, or Society. This is not just a CPU. It is a complete computing package that combines processing, graphics, and AI acceleration into a single unit. Surrounding this chip are 8 LPDDR5X memory modules, adding up to a massive 128 gigabytes of unified memory running at speeds of around 8,533 ms/s. Now here is where things get interesting. Traditional laptops typically come with 8 gigabytes, 16 gigabytes, or maybe 32 gigabytes of RAM. High-end workstations might go up to 64 gigabytes. But 128 gigabytes in a laptop design is something entirely different. This signals a major shift toward AI-first computing. Why does AI need so much memory? Because modern AI models are extremely data-hungry. Whether it is running large language models locally, processing video, or handling real-time simulations, these tasks require massive memory bandwidth and capacity. NVIDIA is clearly designing the N1 platform to handle these workloads directly on the device, without relying heavily on the cloud. And that brings us to the bigger picture. The N1 chip is expected to power a new category of devices called AI PCs. These are not just regular laptops with faster processors. They are machines built specifically to run AI tasks locally, efficiently, and continuously. Think about features like real-time language translation, AI-powered video editing, intelligent assistants that work offline, or even running your own personal ChatGPT-like model directly on your laptop. This is the future NVIDIA is betting on. Now let's talk about the architecture. The N1 chip is based on ARM design, not the traditional x86 architecture used by Intel and AMD. This puts NVIDIA in direct competition with companies like Apple, which has already proven how powerful ARM-based chips can be with its M-series processors. In fact, many analysts believe NVIDIA's goal is to challenge Apple's dominance in high-performance, energy-efficient laptops. And there is another important layer here. NVIDIA is reportedly working with MediaTek to develop the CPU portion of this chip, while leveraging its own expertise in GPUs and AI acceleration. This hybrid approach could give NVIDIA a unique advantage. It combines ARM efficiency, NVIDIA's graphics power, and dedicated AI hardware into one tightly integrated system. If executed well, this could result in laptops that are not only powerful, but also highly efficient in terms of battery life. Now let's look at the motherboard itself. Beyond the memory, the board includes features like two M.2 slots for SSD storage, USB and HDMI ports, integrated Wi-Fi, and a compact design suitable for laptops or even tablets. There is also evidence of a robust power delivery system and cooling design, suggesting that NVIDIA is aiming for sustained performance rather than short bursts. In simple terms, This is not just a concept. It looks like a serious attempt to build a full-fledged computing platform. So what does this mean for the industry? First, it intensifies competition. For decades, the PC market has been dominated by Intel and AMD, but now we have Apple on one side, Qualcomm pushing ARM-based Windows devices, and NVIDIA entering the race. This creates a multi-front battle that could accelerate innovation. Second, it shifts the focus toward AI as a core feature, not an add-on. Just like GPUs became essential for gaming and creative work, AI accelerators could become standard in every device. And third, it challenges the cloud-first model. If devices can run powerful AI locally, users may rely less on cloud services. That has huge implications for companies like Microsoft, Google, and Amazon. But let's also talk about the risks. This is still a leaked engineering sample. There is no official confirmation yet. Launch timelines are uncertain, with some reports suggesting a possible release in the second half of 2026. There are also performance questions. Early benchmarks of related chips suggest that while NVIDIA can compete with high-end CPUs, it may still lag behind the very best offerings from Intel, AMD, or Apple in some scenarios. And then there is software compatibility. Windows on ARM has improved significantly, but it is still not as mature as traditional x86 systems. So NVIDIA has a big challenge ahead. It needs to deliver not just powerful hardware, but a complete ecosystem that works seamlessly. Now let's step back and look at the broader trend. We are entering a new era of computing where the boundaries between CPU, GPU, and AI accelerator are disappearing. Everything is being integrated into a single chip, optimized for specific workloads. This is exactly what we saw with smartphones, and now it is happening in PCs. NVIDIA's N1 platform represents this convergence. It is not just a new chip. It is a signal that the definition of a computer is changing. In the near term, the key catalyst to watch will be official announcements, likely around major tech events like Computex. Partnerships with companies like Dell and Lenovo will also be crucial, as they will determine how quickly these chips reach consumers. From an investment perspective, this development reinforces NVIDIA's position as a leader in AI infrastructure, but it also opens up new opportunities and risks across the entire semiconductor and PC ecosystem. Companies that adapt to AI-first computing will benefit. Those that do not may struggle to keep up. So here is the bottom line. This leaked motherboard is more than just a piece of hardware. It is a preview of the next generation of computing, where AI is not a feature but the foundation. And if NVIDIA succeeds, your future laptop might not just run applications. It might think, learn, and create alongside you. That is all for today on PyUncut.